everyone, it's Molly with Usborne Books and More. I was wanting to share with you some of my favorite toddler books. I had a friend come over today and want to look for a book for a 2-year-old's birthday party, and we pulled a bunch out and wanted to share them with you. First we have our illustrated alphabet. It comes in a really pretty slipcase, and it's a great way for our babies and toddlers to learn the alphabet. Beautiful illustrations. I wanted to share with you one of the pages just so you get an idea of what they have. The penguins picked out on pizzas, prunes, and peas. It's a really cute book. We have Lift the Flap. We have opposites, shapes, colors, and numbers. We already have the colors in our house, and we're looking forward to reading the opposites. My daughter loves opposites, and so this is going to be a really fun book to read. It says sick, well, few, many. So it'll be really fun to go through this. Outside, inside, in the jungle. There's dirty, clean. So it's really fun with all of the flaps. A great interactive book for parents to read with kiddos too. We have 1,000 Things to Eat. There's a number of books, the 1,000 Things That Go, and some others in that collection. So we have breakfast, home-cooked food, baking, pantry, bakery, fresh produce. Really great for our toddlers maybe that are becoming a little bit pickier. So great to share with them what some other foods are. We have deli, sweets, of course, and then different types of food. So we have Italian, Spanish, Indian, Chinese, Middle Eastern, Southeast Asian, a lot of different foods in that book. I'm really excited about that. Big Book of Big Bugs. We have about 9 or 10 of these books. The big book of, there's big trucks, tractors, and a bunch others. So these actually fold out. They are very big, hence the name. And my daughter is not really into creepy crawlies, so that's why I got this book for her, to see if we can get her to enjoy nature a little bit more. So we have termites, ants, mosquitoes, mayflies, cicadas, beetles, goodness, anything and everything in that fun book. I love that kids are going to be able to grow into these books, especially get them exposed to, just so much information about bugs. Love it. I Love You, Animally is one of my absolute favorite books that Usborne has. It reminds me of I Love You Forever, if you ever read that growing up. I love you bravely like an eagle. I love you freely like a seagull. I love you exceedingly like a giraffe. I love you warmly like a calf. I love you loyally like a dog. I love you enormously like a hog. Very, very sweet, sweet book. Lift the Flap word book. Wonderful, wonderful book for kiddos that are learning their words. They can match, so foot, and you can lift the flap, and there's the foot that matches. So it's interactive. You'll see bench, so kids are going to start understanding, recognizing the words when they see what it is. So kids that are learning, we're about to go on a beach vacation, so it'll be fun to, show her, my daughter, crab, and that's what it looks like, and just exposing her to a bunch of different words. There's some really big flaps like this one. That's going to be a huge hit. We like big flaps. So that's a great book. We have Look Inside Food. I love that these books can definitely be grown into food, farm, animals, fruit, and vegetables. This one has flaps. Inside the flaps. Wow. So it talks about the greenhouse plants and the workers picking the plants, and then we can the plants. So really interesting in sharing with kids where food comes from, why we need food, why we eat, and talks about protein and carbohydrates, all that good stuff. And it's really visually entertaining, but when the child gets a little bit older, we'll really start to understand more of the concepts of it. But I love planting those seeds, pardon the pun, in having just little ones really learning to enjoy food and learning about food. And same thing with this book, the How Do Flowers Grow? I love this book because it's one of our first questions and answers books, so it's geared towards younger kids, but they can definitely grow into it. So why do plants have flowers? How do insects help plants? There's a bee's trail. You can follow it, like a little finger trail right there. Do flowers only attract insects? No. It talks about hummingbirds and bats. Where do seeds come from? Who plants the seeds? So it's really interesting. Why do leaves fall? So we're talking about the seasons a little bit. Wonderful book. One of my favorite series is the Peek Inside books. We have 5, and I have 2 of them with me right here. The nighttime book, I just love like the matte finish too. It's just really pretty, and the curved edges, just very visually appealing for adults as well. It talks about what happens at night. We have a teeny tiny flap for a mommy and her baby that are up in the middle of the night. We can definitely sympathize with that. Bakers are busy working at night. Bats, I like this flap. I think it's really cute. And what hovers around the street lamps at night. Who lives under leaves at night. So you have some little peek inside areas like that are see-through. They do have some flaps. Really, really cute. And then there's also this animal homes one that I have with me right now, and I really like them. So we have a whole bunch of, noisy books. And this is the Noisy Train. It has a number of different buttons that you can press on the side. I'm not going to do it right now because they're pretty loud. But so engaging, and for kids that especially like noises and music and stuff, it's really fun. White Clean Doodles, one of my absolute favorite books. You can use a white clean marker or a dry erase crayon, and kids can just go to town decorating cupcakes, putting snow in the sky, decorating gifts. So much fun. You can reuse it. It's only $7.99 and might be one of the best $8 you've ever spent. We have 2 of these books. First, my very first book of Things to Spot, and then we have this one, which is Out and About. My 1.5-year-old is really enjoying reading this book. It's really fun to read together. Who has laid 3 eggs? So obviously she can't count to 3, so it's definitely a book that she's going to be able to grow into as she does learn to count and recognize where's the box of carrots, can you spot a pineapple? A really fun book that she'll enjoy for a few years. My last but not least, all-time fave, All Better. Comes with 5 reusable Band-Aids. You're just going to put them under the sink and wash them off, and then they can be reused, endlessly. So there's 5 characters, and each of the characters gets a boo-boo. It says clean it, kiss it, put a bandage on it, all better. So kids are learning empathy. They're also going to learn color recognition. We put the Band-Aids back, match the Band-Aids back to the color at the very end. One of my favorite books, a fun car book as well. My daughter loves to do that in the car. So those are a handful of my favorite toddler books, and let me know if you have any questions. Thanks. Bye.